To Buffalo's Fruit Belt neighborhood, where the Buffalo Police Department has increased patrols after a second double shooting in the month of July. Last night, two men in their early 20s were shot here on Grape Street. Police say this incident was targeted. Earlier this month, this grandmother and her young grandson were shot and killed in the same area. We have learned a person of interest in the shooting is in custody on unrelated charges. Today, Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown joined with police in asking anyone with information to come forward, not only to bring justice to the victims, but also for the safety of the city.
We want to put an end to what we're seeing right now. We don't want events like this to occur in this neighborhood, in any neighborhood, anywhere in our city, in the city of Buffalo.
This violence comes as Buffalo's East Side is fighting to break its decades-old connection to crime and poverty. As our Nicole Dementri reports, neighbors are determined to not let this streak of violence deter from the progress happening in the community.
Ashley, neighbors are reeling from the recent string of violence in the Fruit Belt neighborhood, and this is troubling to the community leaders who have been working day in and day out to develop the East Side.
Tragedy on Grape Street for the second time this month.
My initial reaction is that my heart was moved. My heart was moved because it was a tragedy. We just praying for the family, but that one tragedy doesn't represent what's all happening on the East Side.
Pastor Dwayne Jones knows the East Side well. He grew up just a few blocks from the recent shootings and where his church is now. Since moving back from working downstate in law enforcement, he's made it his mission to make an impact on the East Side.
Help is on its way. We just have to have a little bit more patience.
Recently, Pastor Jones has focused on development of Genesee Street. He's already successfully developed senior housing. By the end of 2019, he's hoping another development project gets underway.
If all goes well, we break ground next year on another development project for middle class income will be a total of 78 units.
And he hopes this project brings some relief to the area.
The more development and the more infrastructure you bring, the more solid a community really becomes.
Pastor Jones isn't alone in all he's doing around the neighborhood. He praises the work being done all over, from Pastor Darius Pridgeon to the mayor and many in between.
And when you put it all together, it certainly gives the East Side a more brighter future.
But this weekend, their focus is on helping this area of the East Side heal, going door to door to help neighbors through this rash of violence and remind them of the good going on in their own backyard.
And Pastor Darius Pridgeon will be holding an emergency community meeting tomorrow to talk more about this violence. Now, it'll be held in front of the First Centennial Baptist Church at 10 a.m. Pridgeon will be alongside other leaders in hopes of finding solutions. For 7 Eyewitness News, Nicole Dementri.